Hi everyone, have a quick look at this video. Now President Trump comes out and he looks quite relaxed and ready to have conversations with waiting reporters. And notice this Australian reporter questions President Trump, implying that there's something wrong with President Trump being wealthy because he's president. He's always saying, it's almost like he's saying you shouldn't have a lot of money because you're the president. You know, that's what it seems to be implying. Have a look at the video and see what you think.
Generally regarded to be the wealthiest man who's ever occupied the White House.
I hope so.
Notice that when President Trump is asked the question about whether he's the wealthiest president's been in the White House, President Trump says, "I hope so." So he's in a good mood. He's jokingly sort of in a good mood. But the reporter's not doing it in a friendly sense. The reporter wants to put him down. He wants to imply that he's got all this money. It's like it's an implication that there's some issue because he's wealthy and it's wrong for him, and that's the sort of implying it. You know, he's trying to bring out something negative. But the president was in a good mood, and then listen to the exchange that goes on first.
How much wealthier are you now than when you returned to the White House?
Well, I don't know the deals I made for the most part, other than what my kids are doing. You know, they're running my business. But most of the deals that I've made were made before, and that's what I've done for a life. I built buildings, like I'm building a building here. You know where I'm built? You know what?
You see that area? Yeah.
That is going to be the greatest ballroom anywhere in the world, and for 150. So it gives me pleasure to do it for the country, and I'm paying for it. I'm paying for it. The country's not, and that's an expense.
Now I noticed President Trump talks about the ballroom that they're building, and there was criticism about this because some people were originally sort of lying and trying to make out that the American taxpayer was paying for the ballroom, but it's all come out now that it's actually being done privately by President Trump's own money. And people, it's not coming out of tax money. It's from President Trump's money and other people that are not through taxes, not taxes on the American people. It's being paid for by the president, and people that agree with it are putting it towards as well. But it's not taxpayer. But anyway, he's talking about this this ballroom. So he's still in the good mood. He's talking about the ballroom, but the reporter's still pressing him and trying to. You know, I think this reporter's doing it on purpose, so he's trying to annoy him. Really, that's what he's trying to do. Have a listen to some more of the interview or the video.
But is it appropriate?
I think it'll cost $250 million, and it will be, I think, the finest ballroom. So for 150 years, John, you know this? They've wanted a ballroom, and now they're going to finally have it. It's going to be a big one. It's going to knock your socks off.
But is it appropriate, President Trump, that a president in office should be engaged in so much business activity?
Well, I'm really not. My kids are running the business.
And the reporter notice says, but is it appropriate? Is it appropriate? It's like saying, forget about the amount, the fact that it's his money, he can do what he wants with his own money. But it's like if you was buying something and somebody said to you, is it appropriate? You know, if you was buying a new phone and then it's your money, you've made that money yourself. And then someone said, you've already got a phone, why are you buying another phone? Well, it's your money. You can spend the money how you want. But the reporter says to him, is it appropriate? As though it's morally wrong for him to spend his own money on a project that he wants to invest in or put money to. Anyway, let's have a listen to some more of the video.
At the activity, where are you from?
I'm from the Australian Broadcasting Corporation, Four Corners program.
Well, the Australians, you're hurting Australia, right? In my opinion, you are hurting Australia very much right now.
The reporter is just trying to annoy the president. That's what he's trying to do. Is it appropriate for a president to be involved in so much business activity? You know, it's pushing, isn't it?
They want to get along with me. You know, your leader is coming over to see me very soon. I'm going to tell him about you. You set a very bad tone.
The reporter's just continually pushing. I remember there's a lot of noise, background noise, ambient noise as well, isn't there, in the video? So there's a lot going on. And the president he's got the soundness of mind to answer quickly and to respond to the questions that the reporter's asking him. The reporter, like I say, is not really, the reporter's not being friendly. They're just pushing to annoy him, so that it's, you know, just for the sake of it, really, because they don't like him. Anyway, just listen to the last bit of the video. This last bit is brilliant. have a listen to this last.
Go ahead,
President
John.
Trump,
Okay,
when the
maybe
UAE
you
doesn't deal like
you
that.
can set a
When
nicer.
the UAE
Rambo, this film called Rambo, and it goes, the sheriff is pushing, and then you know, annoying Rambo. Rambo goes,
Why are you pushing me?
annoying him. So he's doing it on purpose. He's pushing. He's doing it on purpose, trying to annoy President Trump. And listen to further to the interview. But these reporters, they didn't do this with. I don't remember doing this with Joe Biden. They didn't push with Joe Biden as much as they do with President Trump. I mean, you know, even if you don't agree with President Trump, you have to admit the way they treat him. The reporters, they're always trying to attack all the time, no matter what he does. He's even said he's doing that ballroom. I mean, obviously, the ballroom is being done, and it's his money, and he's doing it for the country. Obviously, it's the legacy for the country as well. He'll still be there, you know, in the future when he passes. It's like a historic thing, really, when it's built, when it's all done for the country, to make the, you know, for America, really. You know what I mean? But the reporter's still pushing. He's not. They just seem to want to attack Trump all the time. He's probably one of the most attacked people on the planet in terms of the mainstream media's attacks on him. Anyway, listen to more of the video.
what does it want in return?
Quiet.
And at the end, President Trump just goes, quiet, quiet, quiet. That's what it says at the end. He tells him, quiet, and it goes on to somebody else, isn't it, at the end? But really, you know, President Trump, he knows how to handle his reporters because he already knows they're going to attack. But he knows how to handle these type of people that are just trying to wind him up, really. He told the man, quiet, and he went on to the next person. So it was a great little exchange there. Just thought I'd mention it because I just think the way they treat him, it's, you know what I mean, it's not really, it's biased, really, isn't it? I mean, you've seen recently the BBC, the way they clear with the BBC and what they did with President Trump. We all know about it now, didn't they? They changed the video to make it look like he was saying something he wasn't saying. So the mainstream media, you know, especially the left-wing media, I mean, they're really strongly against him, aren't they? But the guy, you got to admit, even whether you like him or not, you got to admit he's very resilient. Anyway, thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you on the next one.